Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Charles with the latest edition of Charles Snyder Raw, which is unscripted, unscheduled, unfiltered, unplanned thoughts, feelings, ideas, perspective, observations on just about anything to deal with business, marketing, public relations, customer service, a lot of stuff like that. And sometimes I kind of go off on um, a bit of a tangent with like some personal stuff. And that's kind of where I'm heading today is I haven't gotten a whole lot done today. Today is just one of them days. And I've talked about it in the past where, staying focused, staying on purpose, not trying to be all over the place at one time, which is very annoying. It's very time consuming and you don't get a whole lot of stuff done that way. And that's kind of where I'm at today. And I've been trying to rein it in. I got sidetracked by a troll on my personal Facebook today. That ate up, a couple hours. I wasn't feeling good. I laid down, took a nap. That was about another hour. I was talking to Ann for a while, about some personal stuff. And yeah, I haven't gotten shit done today. Which kind of brings me to, sometimes you got to take a break. Sometimes you got to get away from it. You got to give your brain a little bit of a rest so that you can come back to your business or, whatever project you may be working on with a fresh mind and a fresh perspective, because things look a lot different once you step away from it. When your nose is up against the big picture, you can't see the whole picture. You got to step back and relax a little bit. Just give your mind a break. So that's kind of where I'm at today, where I just been kind of taking care of some stuff, and I did take the nap, which helped a little bit, but um I don't have anything too major in mind for today. Just kind of going back and touching upon, some of the stuff that I talked about. I believe it was back in January, one of the first few of these videos that I did where I talked about life balance and, making time for yourself, for your personal health, for your family, your friends, your loved ones, all that fun stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at today is I wanted to just kind of step back from that and say, yeah, you got to allot some time for your work stuff. You got to try and stay focused on that. And if you find yourself getting too distracted, you're not getting anything done. You're having a hard time concentrating. Once in a while, once a week, maybe, at most, you want to just kind of not do anything. Just take a day, take a breather, do something, go for a walk, whatever. And that's kind of what I did today. I've been out, I've been trying to walk a little more, start getting more exercise. I've been been trying to cut all the sugar and stuff out of my diet, which is, I don't know, maybe my brain's a little funky from all that stuff too, because I was on like an overload of sugar before. Sugar, caffeine, nicotine, all that fun shit. But anyway, taking your rest and just relaxing or spending some time with, family or friends, that usually helps to at least for me, that helps me to get a fresh perspective on it. I get it out of my mind. I try not to dwell on something for at least one day a week. And then I'm back at it. The other 6 days a week, that's all I'm thinking about for the most part is how can I get this done? What do I need to do? Uh, what's the next step for, how do I make more offers? How do I get more in front of more people? How do I do the same thing for our customers? Learning more stuff, the stuff is changing all the time. So there's definitely like a information overload. And the only way you can absorb all that is if your mind isn't locked up on something else or is incapable of locking onto something, focusing on something at the moment. Thus, the reason that every once in a while, you got to take a rest. You got to step back from stuff, which, I mean, and it's Friday. So for a lot of folks, that means the weekend. They're at home, maybe doing some home projects or something like that. But for us entrepreneurs, weekends don't really mean squat. It's just another day of the week that, we're working, we're out there, especially for the people that are interested in getting ahead. They know that they have to hustle. They have to make sacrifices now so that they have ice cream later. You got to eat the nasty stuff now so you can have the good stuff later, uh, or thereabouts. Um, Other than that, it's just some other stuff I noticed is there's a growing number of people bashing some of the actual like good gurus that have good information, that have good systems and stuff like that, that can help in your business. There's I noticed that there's a lot more like hate, anger, angst, whatever you want to call it, and there's some real assholes out there, to put it rather bluntly. But um, I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to dwell on that because I need to rest my brain. I need to this weekend coming up. Going to finish working on the editing for the next 1 minute marketing tip video, which is coming out Monday. Going to be filming some more, hopefully, over the weekend. And now I got to check my email and stuff again, but that's what that was. So yeah, I mean, there's a couple things coming up. We're still kind of tweaking, looking at the performance of our recently released marketing readiness worksheet, seeing how all that kind of comes together, and it looks good so far. We're still holding right around, I think it's 5%. We're up to 60 people seeing it. There's 3 click-throughs, which is 5% or thereabouts. And so we're kind of holding steady there so far. And the numbers are still real low for the number of click-throughs, which really makes me happy. And we're starting to look at how we can tweak the ads that we are running for some of our customers now to help them get much lower rates. And the bottom line is you do that by creating socially engaging content. People, stuff that people want to see, they want to read, they'll actually read it, they'll actually click through, they'll watch the video, and they'll share it. That's the bottom line, is creating good content. And you can't do it if you don't create any content. So create the content, create the videos, have a great weekend, and we'll be back Monday with the next episode of Charles Snyder Raw. In the meantime, thank God it's Friday. Love, peace, and chicken grease.